Alright guys, a little over 9 months ago, we purchased our first hunt and lease locally in my town. I can't explain to you guys how good it was being no more than like 5 minutes from this property. We had easy access in. I didn't have to spend a whole lot of money traveling for fuel. We had everything we needed, seriously, just in my town. Once we got the property, we went through and did literally everything, guys. There was a beautiful swamp on it. We had some fishing content, literally anything that we could hunt, that being turkeys, squirrels, rabbits, you know, deer. We tried to do everything we possibly could. The only issue I really have with this property though is that one, we had no bedding on this property, so some of these things that we were trying to hunt was very complicated. And also, it's a very pressured farm. There were so many people constantly coming in and out. It really put a hurting on us. You guys will see the video here shortly, but I actually had Braden come down and he flew his thermal drone. And guys, we literally had no deer living on this entire 100 acres. There was so much pressure coming in and out that these deer and all these animals were literally living miles away from our property, but we had all the good stuff. We had all the food. We had everything these deer needed except them actually feeling safe and wanting to stay. Therefore, it's pretty impressive that one, Dylan got his first buck ever. My girlfriend Lexi, she got her first buck ever, and I was able to shoot one of the biggest deer of my life on that property, scoring 136 and 5/8. All the negatives, there's a lot of positives, and we worked hard and we made it work, but I told myself that I was going to start looking for new properties and way earlier than what I needed to. I mean, we're not even really close to many of these seasons, but it is so challenging to find land. I just knew I had to jump on it quick. So guys, I made some phone calls, we did some mapping, and right now we are sitting in the new lease, guys, and I am so jacked to say that because it's been a lot of work. Not only did we get a new lease, we are sitting on one of the best properties that I've ever had. This property almost looks exactly like one of the other properties we manage not far from my town. And saying that because we have a massive cutover, and not just a cutover, we have 7 acres of fields that we can plant. Guys, I got the whole thing. We're gonna literally get out the truck and start going through section of this property. I really want to show you guys the fields and what we're gonna need to do first to get going with this property. That being said, let's hop out and show you guys. So up first, this is literally the driveway of this property. We have about an acre and a half. It's a tiny little field. What we're gonna do at this field, guys, I'm not really sure because like I said, it is very close to the road, but there's a lot of maintenance we actually have to do up here because past this field, it leads into our next field. And on both sides, we have a small cutover. This is where it kind of starts leading to the property, and then we have a ton of really good hardwoods, and that was another negative thing about the other property. It was all so young. We didn't have any mature trees. We didn't have many trees that were producing acorns, and it just wasn't that good of ground. You come down the driveway, it leads to our first gate right here. Luckily, the owner threw this up here just to try to keep people from coming in and out. And I think it's done the job. That's what I'm saying, guys. We have a lot of maintenance to do up front because we're gonna put a fence, we're gonna put another whole gate because you literally allow people to drive all the way to the property, and then once they kind of get this far, what's gonna stop them from just going the rest of the way? So we need to barricade that really good up front. Right next to the gate, we have this old abandoned house. I haven't even really stepped foot in there. I'm not sure if I really even want to because the Joker is literally falling apart. It's not really much of a house anymore, so who knows how long that thing's been there. As you come through the gate, it leads us to our next field. This field right here is around 2.5 acres. What's really nice about the field is that all around it, it's nothing but bedding. I can't express how much we need bedding to do really what I want to do, just to hold more deer. Like I said, the other property, I was getting deer that were coming in right at dark because it took them so far to travel to even get to the food. So if this is managed properly, literally the deer can just stand up, walk possibly 50 to 100 yards, and they are at the food. One negative part that I did see though, I've only been here twice, guys, is that we have so many coyotes. It's just something we're gonna have to deal with. Cutovers like this do hold a lot of them. And we did actually throw out 3 cameras like 2 nights ago, guys, just because deer are dropping their antlers right now, and I think it would have been kind of stupid not to at least get a camera out here, throw a couple bags of corn just to see what deer are here now, and we can kind of keep track of them, what they might grow to, you know, be next year. It's pretty funny, but so far we actually have a lot of really good bucks out here. But one of the things that surprised me the most is we had a massive bobcat. Never seen a bobcat in person, never had one at the other property. I guess this location, we just got them, so that's going to be pretty interesting to get a hold of this year and maybe try to hunt. Walked a little bit further, like I said, guys, we have a lot of coyotes. Every 10 feet you walk down, there's another dropping on this path. What's nice about the cutovers, we have a lot of different trees that are actually in them. About 80% of it is nothing but thick thorns, which is kind of a pain in the ass. So we're gonna continue flying the drone, come through that little walkway I was talking about, and then this opens up to our third field. Now this field, is around 3 acres. It's a pretty good size. You really got to take into perspective like which is what 1 acre is. I mean, I was really hoping, guys, this year to come out here and do a lot of planting with my four-wheeler and, you know, just do some of the maintenance, because I just obviously purchased that for the channel. The last area I had to work with wasn't even close to an acre, so actually stepping out into farmland and like seeing actual size of these fields, the four-wheeler is not going to be an option, sadly. Now, we could use it for planting. I mean, there's obviously a lot of tasks that we can do with it, but as far as actually going through these fields and turning soil and really doing it the right way, a little 48-inch disc behind me is not going to be the move. I showed you guys the coyote track, so there is a lot of deer out here too. Signs of them all around here, and you can obviously see their trails all through these little cutovers. We got some pretty good ground. Once you start leaving the third field back here, that's where mostly some of our hardwoods comes into play, and there's also a lot more cutover behind us too. Past our property line opens up to another cutover. I mean, there is a little bit of everything out here for the deer and all the animals. Some of these oaks, guys, are 150 foot tall. I mean, who knows how long these trees have been here. It really makes me smile knowing that we just got a little bit of everything out here this year, and a lot of stuff that we didn't have at the old property. If you guys saw in the last video, all the boys took a trip to Arkansas, and guys, that was like my first experience doing any kind of duck hunting stuff, and just, I know we were in a very good location to do it, but guys, I work my tail off, not we need the limit for this, so I need to shoot the biggest deer. I'm out here doing these videos because I enjoy doing it, I enjoy you guys watching, and I really never expect much. I don't get upset when I fail at something or something doesn't go right, because that's just part of being out here doing it. I took a lot of stuff that I failed at this year at the old farm, and we're gonna try to bring some more stuff over here that we've learned. But just for an example, this farm, we literally call it the clay farm because it is nothing but red clay. Look at my truck right now. All these fields are red clay. You can't do anything out here without leaving with 8 pounds of it on you. But one good thing about red clay, when it's wet, it's unforgiving, but when it's dry, it actually does grow some pretty good crops. There was soybeans in these fields the year prior, but guys, no one's ever hunted this property. It's pretty much untouched except some of the farming. Back on what I was talking about with Arkansas, in the back of this property, we do have 2 swamps, and we went out there and checked some of them out, guys. There's a lot of improvement we can do for them, but we did have some geese landed the other day. There is sign of some ducks being down there. We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff with the swamp this year and possibly trying to do some duck hunting stuff out here, because at the old farm, we had an amazing swamp, but because of, like I said, the pressure with people and all these neighborhoods being built, it was kind of sketchy shooting at that pond and not getting bitched at pretty much. So we kind of had to let a lot of the stuff drop this year with that, but there's no one out here to tell me this time. From those 2 swamps, there's 2 beautiful creeks that run down both sides of the property. And when I say creek, it's not like a little puddle, guys. I mean, some of these creeks are, you know, 8-10 foot wide, so the wood duck should be in there. I mean, a lot of stuff is using this farm for what it has. Bedding, it's got water. I like to try to do things in order, guys. So, like I said, explaining and showing you guys the property, what we have, and this isn't just a one-year thing. We're gonna have this farm for multiple years. If you see some more money coming out the budget, it's because this is something that we can actually try to manage, and some of the investments that we put into this property this year, it's really going to pay off. Like I said, I put so much money into the farm this year, I kind of lost on it, and when you do a lot of management stuff, it's really the second year that you're going to see the results, and therefore I won't see that this year over there. And when I said doing stuff in order, the first thing is the owner gave me the wrong key to this gate, so just ran to Ace. We got a new lock. We're going to quickly cut this one off, put the new one on, and we're going to throw up a camera on this post just because, like I said, this long driveway behind us, people are being nosy and they will drive in here. We need to barricade the front a little bit more, put a second gate just like this. We're gonna have our whole name on the property, guys. It's gonna be pretty exciting. So let's go ahead and cut this lock off, throw up a camera. That will get us by until we can actually come out here and start really barricading this thing. Lock has changed, the camera's up, and guys, I probably missed a lot of details on the property. I hope I explained it somewhat decent. I just wanted to make this video and show you guys what we have purchased and what we're going to be putting a lot of our time and work into. And I tried to explain it section by section, guys. I want you guys to leave comments, like, what would you plant in this little front field? We do have one house next to us. A lot of our land does go this way, so like possibly some form of hunting could be done there, like dove, maybe some sunflowers. I was thinking about maybe putting some pumpkins in here. Guys, I'm gonna be planting so much stuff, and who knows if it's even gonna make it. But I enjoy planting stuff and just seeing it come up, especially for like the deer and like I said, for the pumpkins. I mean, I went around to all these neighborhoods last year right after Halloween, and guys, and they just had pumpkins at the road. I picked all of them up. I was throwing them at my feeders, and it was funny watching the deer eat them and carry them off. So I mean, we have a lot of farmland, and it might not be a lot to y'all, but having multiple acres to plant out here is a lot to me, and I'm gonna be using it. I'm gonna be planting stuff. Next video we'll be out here probably starting to do some of the trespassing stuff, because in the county that I'm in right now, dog hunting is a big thing, and personally I don't enjoy watching that kind of stuff happen. I'm not fond of letting dogs out and running deer off, and it can kind of be a big pain in the butt for people like me who spend time and don't want anyone on this piece of property. So we're gonna have to do what we can to, you know, avoid that, but we're gonna try to do this stuff in order so it all goes to plan. Some comments, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys watching.